Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start by giving all honor, all praise, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Arachak Wadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and bishops of the great millstone that rule well. And as always, peace, blessings, and salutations unto those four like the tabernacle of David scattered abroad across the four winds of the earth. Adam 22 might be in trouble. Or is he? And normally, this is just bullshit entertainment at the end of the day. But it got a bit interesting recent, in that so-called podcast world, because we all know about this devil Adam 22, the same devil who he has this platform No Jumper, where he brings all these rap artists and street cats, gang members, people that are involved in the streets, and he brings them on the platform to talk about their past criminal history. He get these guys to come on there and stir up controversy and drama, or he gets guys to come on there to start self-snitching or snitching on others. Even so, to the fact that his platform had the feds, in the scopes, the scopes pretty much had that platform in the scopes. And, certain dudes got implicated, because they got on there, they got too comfortable next to the serpent and was spewing out all kind of information. And, the RICO ensued, and it took down a lot of, gang leaders and a lot of different gang operations that was going on all throughout LA. All right, but anyway, and even after that incident, Jake still couldn't resist. Jake still need the clout. They still need financial favors. So they sell out and they go on this man's platform, knowing what he's capable of, and who's watching his platform. So you got that guy 4 Extra. He was one of those gangbangers that was reoccurring on that platform as a co-host. Typical, street nigga, gangbanger, are very impulsive, violent. Got a violent history. Did time in the feds in the joint. So he comes out and then he becomes a court gesture. Like that Crip Mac nigga, where a guy like Adam 22 can use him for exploitation purposes to get the ratings up, get the views up, because he knows that this type of buffoonery, it attracts an audience. People want to be entertained. So something must have went wrong, and they had a falling out. And these devils, the way they deal is, if they feel like they did you a favor and gave you an opportunity, you can't bite the hands that feed you. So in their eyes, if you go against the grain or stand up for yourself or have a falling out with him, he's gonna try to humiliate you. And that's basically what's happening, because that same guy 4 Extra, he had an incident 4th of July where this nigga was playing with fireworks and it exploded in his damn hand, and he ended up losing fingers, and now he's left with a limb, right? And something happened to where they had a falling out. I don't know the ins and outs of that, don't really care. But let's just say that Adam, the Edomite, the cuck, that let his wife get smutted out by Jake. This guy, all of a sudden, he makes a diss song. He literally makes a diss song basically mocking the incident. And I think that the name of the song is Firework Safety or something like that. So now he's on the platform with Whack 100, and they're discussing it. So, and this is dangerous, by the way, because them niggas, them grimy ass, gangbanging ass niggas in LA, they don't care, man. All right, but at the same time, it's a reason why this Adam 22 guy is confident. Because at the end of the day, this is an Edomite, and they definitely will use their white supremacist privilege card. All right, you going up against Adam 22 is not like you going up against a rival from another gang. All right, this is Esau we talking about. So Esau, he has no fear whatsoever. Matter of fact, let me just play this and then we'll get to the scriptures.
We bag is the day after Christmas.
Hey, look, man, I thought I was gonna come in here on some jolly stuff.
It is the day after Christmas. Is it not?
Bro, do you understand what you're doing right now?
What are you talking
For
about?
those of y'all don't know, I can't recite anything. And I know y'all tripping, but he just played me something
My 4 extra dish.
that I kind of wish I didn't hear, but I'm glad I heard it. Just picture this. As much as an asshole y'all know he can be, as crafty with his vocabulary you know he can be, put all that on steroids and pour 10 trillion tons of disrespect, you can't release that, bro.
Why? You think it'd be bad?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you
I thought
why.
it was a proportional response.
I don't know if he can respond.
Why? It's not the.
Cause he already wanna break your face, gang.
Anybody that ever watched this platform, the 4 extra dude, he's very impulsive. You know, he likes to talk about his knuckle game, how he like to fight. But the nigga lost one of his hands, so he's disadvantaged at this point. He's disabled, if you will. All right, so Adam 22, he's rubbing it in. It's like he's antagonizing him, you know, based on their fallout. You know, the nigga may have said some things about Adam, so Adam, he responded and got real disrespectful, and he's, you know, mocking the dude. But this can go left easily, and I hope so, because, you know, that whole platform, what it represents, man. You know, is also why you see our people and why they don't, you know, they're not seen with the same respect as, you know, other nations of people. You know, when they look at this platform and they see our people on there, you just see a bunch of dysfunctional, fatherless Negroes, man. You know, clearly under the curses, wild, you know, emotional, impulsive. The curse says that our people will become a byword and a proverb, man. All right, and he used this platform for exploitation. You know, these niggas come up on here and they become mascots, and he plays puppet master. He used these gangbangers, and they, you know, they get to, you know, sending shade at each other on his platform. You know, many violent incidences and altercations didn't happen outside of this studio. So, you know, he keeps the flames going with this platform, while also working for the feds. So let's see if you jakes, you niggas that's so quick to you know, go hard on each other. Let's see if you really gonna stand on it. You know, let's see if you gonna really keep that same energy. Because this Adam demon, he's standing 10 toes down. He ain't taking nothing back. He put the diss song out. You know, usually when niggas put out diss songs and disrespect each other, it's usually on sight. But you're going to keep the same energy with him. Now, the scriptures tell you, and this is why I don't feel nothing for these niggas, especially that 4 extra nigga. We laughed too when we found out that the nigga lost his hand. What the fuck are you playing with fireworks for? But niggas should know about the character of the Edomite. You should never be near them. You shouldn't be trying to do business with them. You shouldn't make them an ally, because this is what can go down. Sirach 12 and verse 10, it says, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass. And thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. Meaning this devil, his, given the nature that he has, he's always going to be who he is. All right, he's treacherous. He's never to be trusted, man. And all he does is he uses you. He plays puppet master. Keeping this dysfunction, all right, the controversy, the gossip. And he's an instigator. Keep you niggas, fighting amongst each other. And now you seeing that he's turned on one of you, because other guys, he'll just fire them and they'll have a fit, and then nothing happens because they know they can't really touch Esau. If it's a Jake, if this was a so-called Negro, another Jake that ran this platform, that owned it, they would have been did something to him. But when he saw, he gets in position, y'all got all this respect. That's why nobody respects you niggas, man. But we're not surprised given this man's nature. Scriptures is crystal clear about Esau, man. And he is not your friend, he is not your ally. The Lord said that he will put enmity between us, going back to the garden. So anything that he does towards you and it seems to be favorable, just understand that he doesn't do it willingly, because he will hang it over you. All right, his man is known to use people. Sirach 13 and verse 4, it says, if thou be for his prophet, and all them niggas, them co-hosts that he's used over the years, he used them for profit, man. He exploits them. Give him a few funky $100 or something like that, and have them come up there and make a fool of themselves. Just so that the platform can get ratings, high views, and he, from what I understand, after that whole incident with the Rico, where you had them rolling 60 Crip dudes and the Big U and all that, they was getting on there and they was outing them and implicating them. That's how the feds was able to come down and get that Big U nigga up out of there. But all them niggas got used, and they all ended up in the feds right along with him. And then I remember the feds wanted to call Adam 22 into question, and he thinking that they probably finna take me in or whatever. But we all know that they was gonna get him so that he can start singing, giving them information. So all these dudes, and I believe Wack himself is a fed as well. All right, because he moves around, like a Alonzo from Training Day type of spirit. Infiltrating and everywhere he's at, there's always drama and gossip. And he always claimed that he got receipts and tapes on everybody. So he's like a fed too. And he was a part of the gangs. He was around the gangs. All right. But he the only one that's not going down. So we already know what it is. And for them to be partnered up the way they are and close, Adam 22 and Wack 100, and they're clearly, working for them peoples. So you niggas get on that platform, all you doing is being used for profit. Now it says he will use thee, but if thou have nothing, he will forsake thee. All right. If thou have anything, he will live with thee. If you relevant, you got clout, he'll share his platform with you. You can become a co-host. Just continue to be a court gesture, a minstrel show, and he'll be right there. He'll support you. You get those financial favors. It says, yeah, he will make thee bear, and he will not be sorry for it. All right. So He's no longer he no longer have that business relationship with the 4Extra dude. So now he's rubbing it in and making mockery of the guy. And that's a hothead. So is he gonna what is he gonna do? He's gonna recruit, rally up his hood, his Crip homies and run down on Adam? What's gonna happen? But at the same time, this is a Edomite, all right, and they're not afraid of you niggas, all right. For as long as they understand, this is still their world, all right. This is still Esau's world at the end of the day. But anyway, let me let's listen to a little more, then we'll get a few more precepts.
That's the thing. You can see in that Trapler Ross interview that, my man's was emotional. I mean, a lot of y'all like, oh, this, that, and the other, but I saw emotion in that interview. It was the most emotion that I ever seen from 4Extra, besides just being like, oh, off the back, bow, banging on the tables and all that. You know what I'm saying? And he seemed serious. He said he want to break your face, gang. He considered you a friend. Shame on him for that.
Can't feel bad. Let's go back to Surah 12. In verse 12, it says, set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place, neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And now at the last remember thy words and be pricked therewith. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beasts? Yeah, who gonna feel sorry for you, man? They're natural snakes. Like it says in Psalms the 58th, was it the 58th chapter? The wicked are estranged from the womb as soon as they be born, speaking lies. And their venom is like the venom of a serpent, the poison of a serpent. They're real crafty. They're calculated in their wickedness, man. And Esau has no respect for you, so I don't know why you would get close to him. But at the end of the day, a lot of these niggas, they need clout. They need, because they down bad. What kind of money is these gang niggas is getting? If they're not robbing and not doing anything to get, put in the cage, how are they getting their money? So they'll sell a soul for a few $100s and get on these platforms that try to promote themselves, or any type of stupid shit, that don't mean anything. Just entertainment at the end of the day, showing the dysfunction of black culture, nigga culture. But this is what these niggas choose. Can't feel bad at all for them, man. And then it was stupid to play with some damn fireworks in your hand. So, anyway.
Shame on him for that. Love and all that. That's crazy. You can't do that. But let's continue.
Mess with words.
But I don't think he can respond to that.
Why? Just because I'm just.
Well, I got this saying. The truth could never be considered disrespect.
Uh-huh.
And there's a few things you said in there. And I don't know if you understand what you were saying. That his own enemies, like that's some stuff all this ops gonna take and start remixing.
Basically, the things that he said in his song is giving his enemies ammunition. And that street gang shit is the shit man, it's demonic. But them niggas, they put their whole heart and soul into that madness, showing you that our people are straight cursed, man. They're, I guess the scriptures say, man, they're wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. This is a nation of evildoers, man. But you dealing with some wild bulls in the net, man. You're dealing with scorpions. And, for these type of niggas that go to war every day with each other, you piss one of them off because they don't have a cap on their emotions. They don't know how to control that because they were not raised by fathers, men. And that's a dangerous thing. This is Sirach 8 and verse 16, and it says, strive not with an angry man, and go not with him into a solitary place. For blood is nothing in his sight, and where there is no help, he will overthrow thee. All right, he will lay you down like it's nothing. And that's these street niggas, these gangbangers in these major cities, Chicago, LA, New Orleans, wherever, man. These niggas will lay you down like it's nothing. But see, at the same time, Esau, and there's a reason why Esau is confident. He got his forefather spirit in him. His forefather Lamech, who was the grandson, one of the grandsons of Cain. And let's go there real quick to Genesis. Salat. That was let's go to Genesis, the 4th chapter, where you'll see how Mosai, he basically made the judgment that if anybody was to do anything against Cain, there would be vengeance sevenfold on him, right? So you can't really touch Cain. But the Lord did set a mark upon him, as an identifier, right? But let's jump down to his descendant. This is Genesis 4 and 22, and it says, and Zillah, she also bare Tubal Cain, an instructor of every artificer in brass and iron, and the sister of Tubal Cain was Naamah. And Lamech said unto his wives, Adah and Zillah, hear my voice. So this is basically a song that he's singing to his 2 wives. You wives of Lamech, hearken unto my speech, for I have slain a man to my wounding, and a young man to my hurt. If Cain shall be avenged sevenfold, truly Lamech 70 and sevenfold. So, he was on that timing. Like, if a man tries to take me out, there's going to be vengeance, double. All right? It's going to be 77-fold, not just 7. You see? So, that's why Esau feels the way he feel. You try to touch him, he has the system. Okay, he has, the sword, the blessing of the sword. He has law enforcement. He has the feds. He has all these different agencies behind him, especially when it comes to a Negro, because you're an enemy. And all these nations are enemies of Israel. But it starts with E. Esau is your number 1 enemy. So any of you niggas do something to this cuck right here who exploits you, just know that it ain't gonna, it's a lose-lose situation. All right? But either way, hey, because the Most High, he's tired of all of, the shenanigans. So the Lord's he's going to start pulling down, all these devices in the earth. The Most High just going to start, just bringing judgment, man. Because this world is gotten too wicked. We like in the times of Noah, man. Everybody's heart, everybody's mind was only continually evil. So the Most High just he's just bringing major judgment down. But anyway, there's a reason why this devil, he ain't tripping, knowing that he's dealing with he's in a dangerous situation.
I don't want that. The ops don't. We don't need a remix. This is my thing. I'm not trying to make this a gangster thing.
No, it's not
It's a gangster thing because you're talking to a gangster. You're not making a diss track against Lush or Obama phone, right? You're talking to Faux Extra, the general from 40 Crip. He tell you every damn time. I don't hear him say that too much too. I don't hear him say that so much now. But every chance.
And this could be used to draw these niggas into a trap. Like what happened to the brick baby nigga, the loose cannon nigga, and ultimately Big U. He might have a trap waiting for Faux Extra. That's probably why he's doing what he's doing. This is why we tell you about Esau. Never trust thine enemy. But you know, you niggas always go out your way you trim your way to seek love. So nobody feels bad for you niggas, man. But anyway, I'm not gonna make this a long lesson, you know, but I just want to speak on that. But I hope something do happen. All right? Because I'm tired of Esau and I'm tired of these 2/3 niggas. I'm tired of all of them. Okay? We're ready for a new heaven and a new earth, man. Everybody got a platform. Everybody is on some, you know, just everybody's bugging the hell out, man, in these last days. So, you know, cancel each other out, man. That'll be entertaining for me. All right? May Yahweh Shemiah Shai bring total judgment. But anyway, I'm going to end on that note. I'm going to give all honor, all praise, and glory to Yahweh Shemiah Shai. To the next lesson, Shalom.